Josie, whom I haven't seen in a long time. This time, I'm bringing you a cross-shaped game that also covers the Mars game. The linear shaft Qingluo shaft uses a brand new mold, upgraded and retextured Qinglu. Let's take a look together. First, let's look at the slightly grayer olive green shell. Bringing a bit of the switch makes the overall look very refreshing. The looks are pretty good, and the top lid even has the Josie logo. In terms of entry, the PC cover. Pad core LY axis with 422 sudden pressures, about 46 units at the bottom pressure. A single 20mm with a rush to start makes a 2.0 shot. Bottoming out formed around 3.7. It is an extended shaft column, the linear axis of the cross axis that bottomed out in advance. This light screw switch delivers a crisp sound performance typical of a Chinese film in terms of sound quality. The bottom is more concentrated, with a crisp resonance and a slightly quieter rebound. This is also because it has a lid. His voice sounded a bit like a swordsman. It's a bottom-of-earth rebound and a stuffy feeling. Overall, it's not bad at all. In terms of noise control, normal shaft friction noise is achieved under empty installation. For the Huixing ship Mecha Guest, the friction noise between materials will be a bit more noticeable. However, once you start using the machine, there is no obvious difference. And within this acceptable range, the noise from technical components is the same. All of these are when you're in a whispered state with a slight sense of superiority being fine. The typing sound on the full kit is quite good. The noise that is attached to the fill value, and within an acceptable range. In terms of feel, there have been quite a few changes compared to previous Josie products. The previous 9 Sun series consistently maintained stability in the shaft shape. All are relatively moderate states, but this time, the first impression of the Qingluo switch is that the shaft shape is noticeably tighter, but the impact on the feel isn't as big as you might think. There is a pressing sensation in the shape, but it's not as obvious. It's a bit smoother than Huimi Star's elbow, but if you press it and feel carefully, in the first half of the formation, there will be a kind of material between them. The friction causes a slight sense of blockage. This feel is quite different from Zhou Xion's tighter card color feel. These are some of the less obvious issues. Under normal usage conditions, basically it doesn't have much impact. Overall, it's a relatively sleek switch. The balance between feel and sound is quite good. Some geeks may have inconsistent attendees, with some paper separation noises, and the sound of shrill and so on. Strengthening quality control should also be a solution. In fact, this switch gives me the feeling that the Josie is already getting closer as I wished. This is currently the general preference for Kernfa Team Raid builds. With this Qingluo switch, there's actually quite a lot of room for its potential. I wonder if some raid leaders will study this in depth later. Maybe in the future, when it comes to group raids, the 9 players will be able to join the table. Finally, the launch price of 1.8 yuan for new products may have promotions. If you're interested, you can give it a try. So that's it for this video. Thank you all for watching and see you next time.